The Beast of Jivodon was a real-life horror movie monster reincarnated. It looked very similar to a wolf, but was extremely large in size and had a long snout with a very huge skull. The jaws were full of sharp, bloodthirsty fangs, and according to the witnesses in the 18th century France, were one of the most frightening things they'd ever seen. Some even claimed its tail was longer and appeared more muscular than a wolf's. Plus, it moved with speed and frequently attacked during the day, which is very unheard of with regular wolves. The beast began terrorizing people in the rural province of Jivodon in 1764. It started with a young woman tending to her cattle, and soon more victims followed. The monster mostly targeted children and women working in fields, but would sometimes also attack even the men. Reports claimed that it would crush the skulls of its victims in a single strike or bite through their throats. The terror lasted for the next 3 years with a body count of over 100 victims. Eventually, King Louis XV had to dispatch his most experienced hunters to track down the beast and put an end to the terror once and for all. Frantoin, one of the hunters, even killed a huge wolf in 1765, but that didn't put an end to the killings, so people concluded that he had killed the wrong monster. According to the reports, the real beast of Jivodon was shot and killed in 1767 by a local hunter called Jean Chaste. For years, the tale of the beast of Jivodon has become wrapped in mystery and myth. Some people believe the wolf might have been a wolf-dog hybrid or some exotic species that had escaped from somewhere unknown. The creature people would know as the Moth Man wasn't just strange, it was straight from a horror movie. People who saw it described it as a massive and gray bird-like creature with folded wings and glowing red eyes. The creature's head was also abnormally small, so it made the eyes appear flat on its chest, and this look only added to the menace and fear that froze people in place. On November 16, 1966, that crippling fear is precisely what Mr. and Mrs. Raymond Wamsley and Mrs. Marcella Bennett, with her baby daughter Tina, witnessed firsthand. The couple came to visit Ralph and Virginia Thomas, who lived near the abandoned TNT plant outside Point Pleasant, West Virginia. However, when they got to the house, they realized that the family was out for the evening. After staying and chatting with the Thomas kids for a few minutes, they all headed back to their car, and it was at this point that they encountered the Moth Man. Bennett would later describe the creature as terribly frightening with red laser-bright eyes. The woman was literally so paralyzed with fear that she dropped her baby. Thankfully, Wamsley grabbed Tina and Bennett, which brought her back to reality. The group ran inside, bolting the door, but the attack didn't stop there. The Mothman came to the porch and kept staring at them through the window. Wamsley called the police, but by the time the officers came, the creature was nowhere to be found. However, this incident wasn't an isolated event because in 1966 and 1967, more than 100 people claimed to have seen the Mothman, especially around the same TNT area. Many believed it was a very bad omen, and this belief only deepened when, on December 15, 1967, the Silver Bridge collapsed, killing 46 people. The sightings also abruptly stopped after this tragedy, which further solidified the fear and mystery surrounding the Mothman. The Dover demon is one of New England's creepiest cryptid mysteries, and everyone who saw this creature described it as a very small-sized demon-looking mutated rat. It had a tail about 3 to 4 feet long with a spindly body, long stick-like limbs, and elongated fingers that looked like grippers. The head was extremely oversized for its body, and the creature had no visible nose or mouth. The most chilling and perhaps haunting detail was that it had red glowing eyes that would shine green in the dark. Well, on the night of April 21st, 1977, in Dover, Massachusetts, strange sightings of this strange creature started happening. Around 10:30 p.m., 17-year-old Bill Bartlett was heading home south with his friends in the back seat when he saw a strange entity climbing a stone wall on all fours. He said the creature stared back at him with the glowy eyes before disappearing into the night. 1 hour later, another 15-year-old boy named John Baxter encountered a similar figure while walking home. He saw it standing upright, then scuttle away on all fours toward a wooden gully. The very next evening, another teenager, Abby Brabham, spotted the creature from a car. She said it moved awkwardly and crawled on all fours with its long toes and fingers. Now, all 3 witnesses didn't know each other, and their stories were completely independent of each other, yet their descriptions were very similar. After this, though, the demon disappeared and was never seen again.